Oh, okay. I see it's already doing it. Well, good morning. Good morning and good morning. Hey, welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm Lauren Michaels Harris. And yes, I know that there's this different kind of glow thing going on. It's because I got this light that's trying to get some I'm up anyway. Good morning. And uh yeah, let me tell you, I have a lot to talk to you guys about today, and I'm just so excited. Come on in, take your shoes off, wipe your feet off, but get in here. Get off that front porch. It's a little bit early this morning here in the Chicagoland area. It looks like we're going to have some sunshine. How are things shaping up in your neck of the woods? I just want you guys to know how excited and proud I am to be able to come here each and every morning, even when, like yesterday, we had some tech issues. And I see my guest is in the green room, and pray, send some prayers right now because Kessa Gooding, she is in the Las Vegas area. She stepped up. Uh, I think it was Monday, no, Friday, when she heard that I needed somebody to come in yesterday. Hi, Rachel Johnson. Haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. Love you and miss your face. Good morning, Robert Brooker. Coach Chuck Princeton in the house. Chuck, I am sending you those copies today. So let's talk right after the show. And anyway, Kessa, she went. Hi, Narinder Pun in Singapore. Mwah, mwah. Kessa went and bought a brand new computer yesterday. Kessa, shake your head if you can hear me. I'm watching you. I don't know if you can hear me, but anyway. She had some issues this morning with the brand new computer, not being able to hear me. So we're praying that we can work that out. She's sitting in the green room. We're going to bring her in when the time comes. But first things first. Uh, oh, I got a whole list. Yesterday, that broom challenge thing, it was kind of creepy. I'm just going to say. Although, it's like a hoax thing, not a hoax, but the broom stands up anyway. I was watching it all over the place. Brian, when he got home, I asked him if any of his patients had talked about it, and he said, no, not one person mentioned it. But anyway, I was sitting here at home last night. I was looking at it on some of the feed, and I was like, "Oh, okay," but I wasn't going to try it. And then my little neighbor girl across the street, Alexandra, yesterday and this morning, Brian and I have been referring her as to the little demon girl because, well, we love her. She comes and she plays with Ethel and Lucy, but once a year she turns into Satan's daughter um, because she delivers these. Need I say more? It's one thing when you're ordering them because you have every intention of giving them away. I've just lost, I think I'm at right about 10 pounds. And and then here she comes. Big old bag of them. I don't know what we were thinking, but we are going to put them out at the party that we're having here at the house Saturday night after our full day event. Discover the speaker and the author, or the author and the speaker in you. It's going to go in the order of speaker author, but it could go author speaker, right? So anyway, we are so excited, and I just can't hide it. We are now where now she done disappeared off the screen. Where did she go? Anyway, she'll be back. So we're so excited because I know Miss Annie says so is coming. What you didn't do? Oh, you didn't do the challenge. Okay. Annie's coming. Tomorrow she'll be here tomorrow. Anyway, Miss Annie will be the first one in town. Couldn't wait, and we can't wait. Ray Coates, Irk Phillips. Mwah. Good morning, men. So anyway, people are starting to arrive as early as tomorrow. I really had to come to the realization that even though my rehab for my new knee is going extremely well, I just can't do all the cleaning that I need to do for all these people that are coming. All of our bedrooms here in this home will be filled. Misty Lane is going to be here, and Annie, and all the girls from New York, New Jersey, some people from Ohio, Texas. So we are having a lady come today to look and give us a quote. Two people, one this morning, one this afternoon, on cleaning. Now, do you know what is this? We got up early to pre-clean for the cleaning lady. Three words. What the hell? I mean, because when we really started looking around, We were embarrassed. Uh-oh. I see you. I can hear you, Miss Gooden. Uh-huh. They can't, but I can. You can hear me? Oh, la 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 boonga. I just spoke in tongues, y'all, because I know she's coming on the show. So your prayers have worked. Hallelujah. So anyway, let's get some love on the screen. I'll be back to get you in just a moment, Miss Kessa. Okay, sit tight. Okay, I just muted her. So listen. So what is that? You know how when you know you have to go get your teeth clean, you're up scrubbing early, all up here doing stuff you haven't done in months. Like Les Brown says, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I'm telling you what, we ought to be ashamed of ourselves. But we have some excuses. Brian works 12, 15-hour days, 4 days a week, and then teaches full time. Um, and then, I've been rehabbing, so we just couldn't do it all. And but why are we so embarrassed about when somebody is coming like a cleaning person to see all your like I just don't want them to think I'm trifling. I'm just saying, right? I do not want to be the topic of their dinner conversation later that night. Girl, I was in a house this morning, didn't make no sense. And I thought gay people were supposed to be clean. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, let's get going. Pray for me, won't you? Now, I got a call to action. This is very important. Very, 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 very important. I'm building out a show that is going to be a 2-hour special. A family contacted me yesterday, and they're from the Chicagoland area. They had a son, Charlie, a high school senior, who OD'd last month, was at a party, thought he was taking a line of coke. Now, she done disappeared off the screen again. Um, Thought he was taking just a normal line of coke. You know how kids will do. And they say, of course, he's probably done it before, but it's like people walk him and say, hey, you want a bump or whatever? Anyway, Charlie took this line and within minutes was dead because of this fentanyl thing. And so they asked me if I would use my platform to warn parents and just open the conversation about sitting down and warning your young people that it's just not safe to experiment like you once were able to. Not to say that it's ever okay, but it is a personal choice. And kids do. We know what we did. We know what we did. And it's just something that we need to talk about. So if you know of anyone that works inside the opiate world, I'd like to talk to some professionals. I want to have like somebody who's experienced an overdose. Somebody who may have overdosed themselves and were saved, a nurse or a first responder, someone that works as a drug counselor, anyone that knows anything about fentanyl and what's going on. I thought that fentanyl was being used only in heroin. I had no idea that they were sticking fentanyl inside of things like Coke. We just need to do better and we need to talk about it. So I'm looking for people for this 2-hour special. If you know of anyone, please have them contact me either at Loren Michaels Harris at gmail.com or just PM me with their information here on Facebook and we'll go from there. But thank you so much. Very important to me. We have a new sponsor coming aboard next week and I want to tell you guys all about them, but I'm just going to say congratulations to me and congratulations to Bathrobe Moments. We're bringing aboard symposium.us, the app that I've used for over almost 2 years now. I love these people and I love them for supporting me in Bathrobe Moments. And beginning next week, they're going to be our new sponsor. And there's that. So now moving on. There, if you didn't care for the other promo that was up on the screen and you like fattening promos, here's one for you. Like Forrest Gump said, life is like a box of chocolates. Which one of those chocolates is your story? Now, my sister, Vanessa, you know what I used to hate about her? She'd do it with jelly beans too. Oh, she'll take a bite out of one and then throw it back in the bowl with all the other ones. So if you're watching TV or something, just digging in the bowl and getting them, you might end up getting a mouthful of what she threw back. Totally nasty. And she would do that with chocolates. Bite one, ew, and put it back in the box. So anyway, are you putting your story back in the box? I certainly hope not. So this Saturday at the White Eagle Golf Club here in Naperville, Illinois. We are going to get you out of your seat and on your feet. We're going to show you how to find that, what I call bread and butter speech, that speech that you can get hired for over and over and over again. My speech, entitled The Ripple Effect, I got hired 264 times in a row in the first year just from that one speech. And I'm going to show you how to find that magic bread and butter speech too. And if you're going to speak for more business, speak as a business, just speak it. I'm telling you what, when you speak things into existence, your world begins to shape itself into something you could have never seen coming. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to, second half of the day, we're going to show you about getting your message down on paper, whether it's a newsletter, a blog, a book, articles for magazines. Your message needs to get out there and find its way into the hearts and hands of the world. And we want to help you get there. So join us if you can. If not, catch us on the next one. Or you might be able to do something through my public speaking boot camps, which will begin shortly. You're going to learn more about that next week over on symposium.us. I'm going to do public speaking boot camps with Loren Michaels Harris, and I'm so excited we're rolling that out soon. So keep your ears and eyes open right now. Oh, guess who we got? Guess who we have waiting? And I'm so proud of her. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Already, let me tell you something. This girl, when this thing didn't work yesterday, she said, and everybody done it. Y'all done it before. You done did it with a dress, a blouse. I've done it with a sport coat before, where we say, you know what? I'm going to the store and get me a brand new fill in the blank, use it. And because she's going to get her other computer fixed. But she said, I'm going to go buy a computer and a headset and then use it for your show tomorrow and then take it back. But what I love about that, you know what? Life will try to stop us. Kessa Gooden said, yeah, well, trick no good. You're going to have to do better than that, because I am not missing this opportunity. So I'm getting her in here. I'm so excited. Let me tell you a little bit. But first of all, I want to thank the people over, our good friends over at E360 TV Live, because right now we are streaming extremely live across Facebook, YouTube, Roku, Android, Apple TV, Periscope, and of course, E360 TV Live. So I want to give a shout out to my man, Joshua T. Berglund, the world's mayor. His show was right before mine, and I love him. I talked to him right before I came on, trying to get some feedback on what we might do in case we didn't, fix our problem with our guest today in her computer. And I'm speaking of Gratitude Unfiltered. Get over and watch this show. You're going to love it. It's a great way to start your day. And I also wanted to say thank you today for our wonderful sponsor, Personal Victory Counseling, where Dr. Brian Rebzinski and his team are helping people become triumphant over life's challenges one day at a time. To reach them by phone, it's 630 area 375-7416. That's 630-375-7416, or find them on the web at personalvictorycounseling.com. Okay, so here she comes. Oh, here she comes. I ain't gonna finish that because I don't know if she's a man eater. But she looked good. I'll tell you that. She pretty as she wanna be. Let me turn her up. Okay, and I am scooting over. Where is? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Clickety click, and add her to the show. She should pop over here in a second. Okay. There she is. Okay, there she is on the screen. I'm gonna put her there and send her over here. Okay, here she comes. The elevator's on the way up. Mm-hmm. She got some heels on too, because I can hear them clicking in the elevator. Oh, there you are. Hello, Kessa.
Hi, Loren. How are
How
you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Given the challenges this morning, doing great. Sometimes you cut in and out, so let me know if you're hearing me perfectly, okay?
You sound awesome on this end. You guys
Okay.
send some lives. I was reading the word live on the screen. Send some hearts on the screen if everything is sounding good to you on your end. And I want you guys to remember that we're doing this season. This is the Bell of Purpose, which means every time you guys leave a comment that I think the world needs to get behind, I'm going to click that bell, ring it. And when our guest, when she drops off something that you're picking up, I'm going to hit that bell, and that's your chance to show the love to Miss Kessa Gooden this morning, and send those hearts up like you're doing right now. So, first of all, you're in Las Vegas
Yes.
by way of Florida.
So I lived in Florida for at least 8 years. I just now relocate to Las Vegas.
I used to live there.
You used to live here in Vegas or in Florida?
I used to live in Vegas.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's okay here, but I would love to be in California.
Oh, so you're easing your way over to the West Coast.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Now I detect like an island brogue.
So I am Jamaican Cuban. So I'm half Jamaican, half Cuban, and I was born in Jamaica, but I migrated to America 20 years ago.
20 years ago, and I know from the research I did when you so you just I just figured out your age. Okay, because so anyway, you migrated as a family.
No, I migrated by myself.
Now wait a minute. It says you were 14 years old when you migrated. You came here by yourself?
So I came and I was originally supposed to stay with my dad. I stayed with my dad 2 weeks before he said he had to go to Kuwait. And then he left me with an aunt for 3 months, and then she put me on the street, and my journey starts there.
The aunt put her on the street. Now look, you're frozen on the screen, but we can hear you. I'm gonna give
Okay.
you a choice. You can either stay frozen. It is a kind of a cute picture. Um, uh, or you can go out and come back in if you'd like. It's up to you.
Okay. So if you can hear me, I mean
That's the most
that's
important thing.
important.
Okay, well then let's go then. It might
Yes.
unfreeze on its own. So you guys out
Yeah.
there, listen. You guys, let me know. Can you hear uh Kessa? Type in yes, we hear her if you hear her, and then we'll keep going. So you are a realtor. You own something called Putting Things Right USA, and I was trying to guess what that was, and I thought maybe it's one of those organizing businesses where you help people get their closets and things together, but you can tell us all about that. You're a mom of three, and you don't even look old enough to have children. Um, and then I want to really talk about this other thing where you talk about you pride yourself um, about living as a plus size woman and all that comes with it. Okay, everyone can hear you. Perfect. So tell us what you do. What was it about yesterday and the challenges and this morning the other challenges that you felt like I am going to bust my way through this and get on this show regardless? You are so tenacious. I love that in you. You don't let anything get in your way. And tell us what you're doing with all these different businesses. So I'm going to shut up and let you run with it.
Okay, so Lauren, so a little bit about me with the businesses and stuff. So I'm a real estate broker in the state of Florida, and I started also Putting Things Right. Putting Things Right it's a non-profit organization, and I founded that back in Africa when that was in 2006, so about 12 years ago when I was 21 years old. And Putting Things Right basically was a day I was in Africa traveling, and there were some kids begging me for, like, begging with a plate in their hands. So I thought that they wanted money because, in America or, back home,
Yeah.
when people are begging, we normally give money to them. So my husband at the time said, no, they're not asking for money. They're asking for food with a plate.
Wow.
So, yeah. So at 21 years old and seeing this, and I didn't have any food with me, and I only had like about $1 and change in US dollars. And I took it and I gave it to them, and they bowed down to me. they bow in appreciation. And it was my first time seeing that form of gratitude. And it touched my heart. And I said, you know what? I got to put things right.
Mm.
People shouldn't be yeah, people shouldn't be begging for food or being so down for that little bit of money. And that's how come putting things right was formed and started. And I basically start telling everyone in the neighborhood. I lived in Africa for like a year and a half, and
Wow.
I started telling everyone in the neighborhood, like, I want to help people, I want to help them. And that's how my passion of a philanthropist started, so by giving back. And it's stayed with me throughout all these years.
Wow. So putting things right. So how do you take us through there? So what do? You get people to donate food, you get money, you fundraise funds, and where are you sending this stuff? Who are you helping directly right now? Or does it move around?
Okay, okay, so for me, I this is self-funded. This is a self-funded mission. So I work with my for-profit businesses, and that's why I'm an entrepreneur today,
Okay.
because my for-profit businesses help me provide for the community. So I'm currently helping people in Niger, West Africa, Uganda, West Africa, Liberia, West Africa, UK, and Florida.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
So tell us about let's bring it home. Florida. What's the demographic there? Are these migrants? Are who are oh shoot. She dropped out. She'll be right back. Ooh, um, if you guys are just joining us, we're waiting for Kessa to come back. We're here today with Kessa Gooding. She is a single mom of three. Um, uh, she lives in Las Vegas, and we're just getting into her nonprofit, which is called Putting Things Right USA Inc. And it is she's just telling us how it's about helping. Here she comes. Hunger and this and the other. Yes, I'm
But
putting you
I'm
back
back.
in. I'm putting you back in right now.
Okay.
So you'll be able to move around now. Uh, where are you? Okay, let me get you in there. Send to live. There you go. Oh, yeah, I talk out loud, as you guys see. Now wait a minute. Where is she? Okay, I was just bringing people up to par that may have just joined us since the top of the hour. Um, okay, come on, and you should be in here anytime. Technology killing me. Because I think it's me all the time. I'm doing something wrong. Oh,
No, sometimes that's technology for us.
tell me about it. Oh, I know. I got to move you up over here. Hold on. There you are. You were here. I just had you behind everything. Okay. Now I'm going to send you over so that you get ready to fly through the air. Because now we're sending you over, breaking you up in millions of tiny little pieces, so that you can pop on the screen. And waiting for you to get here.
Are you there, Loren?
I'm here. I'm waiting for you to pop on the
Oh, okay.
screen.
Okay.
It says it's sending you, so move you up here. Bear with us. Okay, I just moved her to the top. Updating. So there you are. Okay, we're back in full effect. So tell us, okay, in Florida, for instance, when let's say you have a fundraiser or I go to your website and I donate, um, what happens? Do people call you and say, look, we got something here in Florida, or we got something here in the UK? How do you find the area of need, and how do you start chipping away at such a huge problem?
So I have what's called directors in those local areas. So I have someone who's in charge of that, and they're in charge of getting the volunteers to take care of the people and the programs over there. Volunteers, but sometimes I contribute to them financially as well. But these are people who are like community leaders. They want to help the less fortunate. So they're willing to give their time to help the organization. So in Uganda, in Liberia, in Niger, in here in America, and in UK. So I have key contacts that I will contact too, that is overseeing and looking after those things for me.
Wow. So listen, I know for a fact a lot of us love or are always looking for, and I believe that a lot of people who feel that their lives are incomplete or that they're just not fulfilled to the level they'd like to be, oftentimes what's missing is that opportunity to be a part of something greater than yourself. So that's why, and people,
Yes.
I don't think a lot of people think that their little bit makes any kind of a difference. What do you say about that? And how can people become involved, maybe some of the things you're doing?
Yes, so I accept people to join me, and it's saying.org, and yeah, they can volunteer either by saying, okay, I want to do something for my community, so I want to come on board with your mission. So say for example, you're in Chicago, right? You're in Illinois.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, and you said you want to come on board with the organization. So then now what we'll do is map it out for the community. What area needs it? Is it the homeless shelter? Is it like the churches? What area needs it? And then we plan it out, and I contact the community center there for that area, and we organize meeting up and getting a plan going for the community. So it's the future of this is I want to do it everywhere, but I know I can't do that alone. So I have to, bite size it. So because I lived in these countries before, it was easy and start in those countries. So that's how that starts. So I would love others to support and to join and be part of it. I would love that, especially here in the US, that will help because then it won't become such a financial for me.
Hmm. Kessa, I love that about you. We always hear of people, and I have them on the show all the time, that do things. I have Power We Symposium, and a lot of people, do things way across the waters and in this country and that country, and but very few that I've met actually do it here stateside as well as abroad. So I applaud you for not forgetting about the yard that you live within, and that's really great too. So, will you type in before we close today out uh, that link to where people could come and see what you're doing and maybe continue this dialogue with you if they should want to become involved?
Yes, I will. Where do I put it?
Okay.
I can put it in there.
Yeah, you can type that in the comments if you go over to your phone or whatever. Or I'll let you go earlier than when I'm wrapping up the show. You can go in and type all that in,
Yes.
or even do it after. Yeah, but let people know that they can. I'm letting them know now. You guys get over there. She's gonna drop that in. So, Kessa, wow. I want to keep talking about that. I just love what you're doing. Let me ask you something. Last
Okay.
question about the nonprofit. What is it that makes you so confident in what you're doing because you're just one woman? Do you feel well, a lot of people don't do things because they feel like, what difference would my little contribution make? How come that's not a problem for you? How what is it about it that makes you feel like I know I'm making a difference, one bite size at a time?
The very, very, very fact that $1 cannot pay my bills in America. $5 cannot pay my bills in America. $100 cannot pay my bills in America for the whole month makes me aware that if I send $100, I can take care of 5 families to those countries. Now, if I have that $100, I can try to be selfish and keep it for myself, but it won't complete the process of taking care of my bills and my expenses. But if I send that money overseas, it can help 5 families for a month. And that was where I get the logic from. If I work enough to help myself, but have some extra, even if it's not a lot of people, I can contribute to helping those people.
Wow. You know, whew, I just, I'm telling you, there's something very special about you and what you do because I mean, I'm hearing what I've heard 100 times over from different people, but when it's landing in my spirit and resonating, there's something special about it. And I know that what you're telling me, I know it to be true. And I can't do anything but applaud you because you're looking at it at a way that not many people can see it. And I love that. So let me ask you this question. What would you say, Kessa, to those people who say, well, I'm not going to send money overseas because how do I know it's getting to where it says it's going?
So I will say trust. See, the reason I'm able to do, what I do overseas is because I actually live there. So I get to see the poverty from a first-hand level. I get to live in it. Got to live with the people, see the communities, see what's needed. And if I had $1 billion, I would have go over there in those countries and build up mini cities. That's how much I acknowledge what is going on in these countries. Now, for the people who are skeptical, this is how I feel. Give and trust that God and the universe is going to the right places and to the right people who needs.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm.
trust that
You have
because
to
if you're doing
yeah,
something you you have to have that trust because yes, I know we can give to a lot of larger organizations, but then the money get missed up during the process, or even there's small organization. But if there's people on the grounds doing the work, just trust that if you feel called to that mission, if you feel like you want to make an impact in any way, shape, or form, even if it's 10 or $20, just give and trust that it's going to the right household. Just trust the
exactly.
process.
I
Yeah.
beautifully said, beautifully said. Listen, in your bio, something that really stood out to me, a couple things, but in particular, you said, life sends you hardship after hardship, test after test. You fight bravely, but eventually realize that it's just too much, and you begin to lose ground. I know this because I've been there myself. I was alone in this world from the age of 14, living in shelters, group homes, and abandoned buildings. A young girl with no one in the world who cared about me, and all I could do was fight or die. So I'm here today, and guess what I've decided to do? Well, obviously, you've decided to fight. Now, you go on to say, and this is something that I love this about you. Another thing I love about you because you're very upfront and transparent. You didn't have to go into this, but you did because you know it's something very important. And you say, I also didn't get the genetic jackpot on the weight department. I was a plus size woman. No, scratch plus size. I was morbidly obese and bedbound, and my health was in jeopardy.
Yes.
When I tried to take control
Yes.
of my life, many times my health came in second place. Doctors looked at me and nodded their heads. A lost case, they would say to each other. Kessa, tell us about that. What was going on? And I mean, bedbound?
Yes, so this was back in 2000, and we're talking about 10 years ago. I was 420 pounds. I
Damn.
had a knee surgery. Yes. So I am not at the perfect weight right now, but I am 140 pounds lighter today than I was 10 years ago.
Wow.
And I was living in Germany on the military base with my husband at the time, so now he's my ex-husband. And it was an abusive relationship, and I turned to, how do you say, self-sabotage. Now I know what it is, but before going through it, did not know what it was. So depression and self-sabotage and stuff, and I gained a lot of weight. I 420 pounds. I actually have pictures of that I can send to you later to show you
Awesome.
how big I was. Yeah. And I when I was there, I couldn't go outside for like 6 months, 6 months to 8 months. I didn't go outside, living in a cold country. And when I went to the doctor, I was like, okay, no, I have to get. I was 25, 25 at the time. So I told the doctors like I need to, 23, I think, yeah, at the time. And I told the doctors I need to do something about my weight. I cannot stay like this anymore.
Oh shoot, she got dumped. She'll be right back, you guys. Ooh, getting good, getting good. Listen, for those of you who have just popped in, she'll be back in just a second. This is Kessa Gooden, who is in Las Vegas, Nevada. She has a nonprofit called Putting Things Right USA, where she works with people in need all around the world. She's a single mother of three children. As you just heard, she, um, yes, let me bring you back. No worries. I was just bringing the new people up to date about what you're telling us today. And I'm just amazed at this. Oh, I forgot what I got to do. I got to move you up to the top. Hold on. Um, about how this weight thing, and you know, I want you to. Woof. Hold on. I'm sending you back live. Okay. You what were people in your world saying as you kept creeping up the Richter scale of weight? You know, you're adding. Um, did people not say anything? Did anyone ask you what's going on? Did you feel depressed?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so as I was gaining the weight, no one would say anything to me because I guess they were probably in similar situations. My ex was in the military at the time, so majority of the husbands, I guess, travel, come back, and I guess majority of us was in the same situation, I would say. But I never really realized because my spirit was still strong, so I never really realized that okay, you're losing it. You're losing your body. You're losing that. You got to take control. And then keep in mind, I at the time was 23, but in my mind, I was like 43 because of the
Mm,
responsibilities I had. Because I
mm,
had three kids. I had my kids very young.
mm,
So my oldest is 15 today, now. So at that time, I was 23 with three kids in a bad marriage and being depressed and no family, absolutely no family that I could say, call my mom, call my dad, call anyone to help me. So these were battles that I was going through in my mind. And while I was going through these battles in my mind, I turned to the food, I turned to the alcohol, and I turned to anything that could how would you say comfort me, because I couldn't get that comfort as well from myself. I didn't understand that I needed to go through self growth, and I couldn't get that comfort from the husband as well.
mm,
So here I am going through a tough situation, and in a country that doesn't speak, the people don't speak English.
mm.
So it was kind of hard to reach out. I went to the doctor and they did not want to do surgery on me. They wanted to take control of my weight.
Doggone it. She got dumped again. Okay. Oof. You guys know how I feel about when that kind of thing is coming. Trick no good, Cletus. Negative energy. You are not stopping this story. She'll be right back, and we're gonna pick right back up. Well, let me write down what she was saying because I don't. You know, that's how I feel. Um. Here she comes. I know it. Wait, don't worry. I was just telling everybody, Kessa, that I know what it's like when your story keeps trying to stop, something negative is trying to stop the story from being told. Uh-uh. Not gonna happen. It's too important.
Yes.
I'm serious. That's how I look at it. I'm sending you back over. Hold on. Um,
Yes.
and there you are. Back out there. So
Yes.
continue. Continue.
Yes, so when I went to the doctors and I wanted them to do the bypass surgery on me, they wouldn't touch me. They said, listen, at the time, that was about 3 months before September. They said, if you make it for the next 3 months, I'll be surprised if you
Wait.
make it for the next 3 months.
What do they mean if you make it?
Because of how big I was and how unhealthy I was being
So
bedbound.
when they say make it, you mean like stay alive?
Right. If I stay alive for the next 3 months, they'll be
Lord have mercy. Okay, we're still hanging with it. Something's going on in the internet world today, but that's okay. That's okay. It can keep on. She'll be right back. Thank you all for hanging in there. Oh, hold on. Error loading. Okay, that's I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. I need that. Okay. I know, isn't it?
store.
It's trying us today.
I can't see you. Okay, Lauren, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't see you.
You can't see me? It's
Uh-uh.
saying streaming is offline.
Um,
Okay, let me go. Hmm.
that's not
I
you.
can see both of us.
Okay,
Okay.
that's not you. So I'm looking at it on my phone and it says there's an error loading. That's something going on with the internet, or the broadband. So, but wait a minute. I am going to, now I wonder why I don't see you.
I
But
don't know.
hold on, you're at the top here. Hold on. Okay, okay. You're supposed to be right here, but you're not. But I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit send to live and see what happens here, because I'm looking at it on the phone, and it's just a black screen. Something's going on.
Okay, it says load in preview.
Okay, so see, it's a broadband. Woo, people watching you today. There
Wow.
you are. There you are. And let me do what I need to do here to get you back to where they can see you as well.
Okay.
Um,
It's just saying,
I see you on my screen. Hold on.
okay.
Hmm. And it's still loading somewhere. It's something about the output, but that's okay. It
Yeah,
happened.
when you see all these challenges, especially with technology, right? It's like stay quiet. Don't share your message, right? Don't do it. Give up. Just quit. And I'm not a quitter.
No, you are not. I'll tell you that. And I'm gonna say something. I don't know if they can hear us or not, but you can hear me. And I'm gonna tell you something.
Mhm.
You've got something very powerful. Okay, it looks like it's back up on the screen. Okay, so now let me. Oh, there we go. Okay, bringing you back in. You've got something so powerful that doggone it. Ooh. Hi, you guys. We're back, and we're this girl's story is so powerful. Uh, Everything and its brother is trying to get in the way, but we're not. I'm not claiming it. I am not claiming it. What are you guys saying here? Somebody said something. Turn off the video and just do audio. Less band used on the net. Turn off the video. Hmm, that's a good idea if I knew how to do it. So, but hold on, she'll be right back. Uh, man, do you guys feel what I'm feeling here with this girl? You can hear both of us. Okay. Um, there's something about her. There's something about how she's fearless. Do you guys feel it? Do you know what I'm talking about here? Because I know it's there because I want some of it. I'm serious. I want some of it. And so I'm loving what she's dropping off. And I'm hoping that you all are able to be picking it up because I know I am. She'll be back here in just a second. We're here today for those of you who are joining us. The internet, whatever this is, the streaming thing is streaming gods are knocking us off and putting us back on, knocking us off, but we're going to keep it up. Our guest today is Tessa Gooden, a single mother who lives in Las Vegas. She has a nonprofit called Putting Things Right USA. She was just telling us about how she was morbidly obese, 420 pounds. They told her, if you live through the next 3 months or whatever. We'll work with you in surgically to help you get this together. And that's where we are. What's this say? The struggle is real and strong message of healing. Absolutely. And thank you all for hanging with us. I love it when we show up and we say, I don't care if this is back and forth. I'm not going anywhere. I want the story in my world. Share it out. Even afterwards, share it out. Reach out to Kessa and find out more about her and her wonderful journey of healing. She, you know what I might even do? I might even have like just a regular old plain Zoom interview with her here on Bathrobe Moments, the page. We won't be streaming out all over the world, but I just want it there for those who want to come in uninterrupted and hear this message because it's so important. I'm going to wait and see if she can come back in. But in the meantime, again, I want to ask you guys before while we're waiting on Kessa, if you know of anybody, I'm working on building out a 2 hour special, which would be a bathrobe moment special regarding the opiate situation. Zoom for the win. I hear you. The opiate situation. A father reached out to me yesterday. I had seen someone sent me his NPR radio story. NPR did a story on his son. They Charlie, who passed away last month from an overdose. All he did was take one line. He thought one line of coke at a party, and minutes later, Charlie was gone because of fentanyl. So I'm looking for experts in the field together to help families and people know what's really at risk now. So keep that in mind. If you know anyone, send them my way. I see she's back. Let me get her over here so we don't waste another minute. Um, Kessa, welcome back. Um, I'm going to send you live. Let's see if we can make this work. Thank you all for bearing with us and what we're dealing with here. Select camera. Okay, now I gotta choose a camera. And see, I don't know what it did. Wait a minute. Where'd Kessa go? It dumped her again. Yeah, we're gonna do a Zoom call with her because I am not letting this one go. I am not. Trick no good. Seriously. There it says her thing is disconnected, disconnected. Um, don't worry, y'all. We'll figure it all out. Um, I don't care what we have to do. And this is the thing. When you're doing all this new stuff and all that, um, at first I was like, the first couple days, I was like, huh, I don't know if I want it, but you know what? You got to get with it. You got to stick with it. And by any means necessary. Okay, I see you. Here we go. We're gonna try you again. Um, because shoot, Kessa went out and bought a new computer just to make sure she could be here with us today. So we are not hardly giving up. Send to live. Okay, here we go. You look good though. I gotta give you that. Okay, there she. Where am I? I'm not on the screen. I don't care. I see
I
you
can
on
see
there.
you.
I know on the live, it's just got you. So that's fine. I don't know where I'm at. Where? Oh, there I am. I popped back in. So they said if you stay alive, we'll do something with you.
No, they're basically saying that they'll be surprised if I stay alive for that 3 months. So they don't want to touch me. They don't want to touch me to do the surgery. And they're telling me that the way I was unhealthy, that I wouldn't be alive past the 3 months. So they're basically giving me 3 months at that point to live. So I tell them, I said, you know what? I'll rather die on your table taking a chance of doing this surgery than to continue the way things is going right now with my health. Than to
Mm,
continue at this size, be in bed bound. And I had to come to it, that you could die today or you could take your chances and live past the 3 months like they say. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take my chances and I trust that the surgery is going to go well because I need my life back. I
Mm.
need it back. So that's how they were able to, through my persistence, of course, get me to do the surgery. And the surgery has helped me. I've lost 100 and it's a total of 160 pounds, but I've gained back a little bit since. So I'm down now 140 pounds.
Wow. You mentioned in your bio, Kessa, that your children gave you the courage to believe you could do anything. Talk
Yes,
about
they
that.
do. So my first husband is about 18 years older than I am.
Ooh.
Yes. So at 18, at 17, and he was 33, we met, and I had my first child at 19. And the stuff that led up, the things that I've been through with him throughout those few years, gave me determination to fight for anything. And it's a beautiful journey, one of pain and heartache, and the amount of unseen abuse that a person can go through, that it takes strength and courage to overcome it. But when I
Mm.
had my kids, I knew that there's some cycles that I needed to end, and it ends with me. Been on my own at 14,
Mm.
been through poverty, been through homelessness, been through, shelters, been through being abandoned, and I wanted to do everything for my kids, the opposite of what I've been through. So it basically propelled me to continue learning, to continue growing, to study business, to study self-growth, even spirituality. They wake me up inside
Mm.
of me because everything that I was lack as a child, no parents, no support system, I made sure that I was able to learn and to could have been missing in my life to make sure that it's present for my children's life, just to keep them from going down the road that the path that I ended up down.
Mm. You
Yeah.
guys, Kessa, listen, I don't know if it's possible, but if you are open to it and all of you listening, let's make this work. Uh, I was not going to do a bathrobe moments after dark tonight, because getting ready for everything happening this weekend with my event, but I want to come back and do an evening version of this because I just feel like there's something that still needs to be said, something that still needs to be heard. Um, and I'd like to do it through a regular Zoom thing, and I'll promote it today so people know. But are you available tonight?
Yes, I am.
You are? So could we do
Yes.
something at 7 o'clock Central Time tonight?
Yes. So that would be 5 o'clock my time. Yes.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, everybody. Mark your calendars. I'll let you know it's going to be just a regular Zoom thing, not all the fancy bells and whistles, but because it's about the content. It's about there's a message in here, and I just have this innate feeling that we need to continue this a little bit further to make sure that the purpose in today hits its mark, finds its mark. And so that's what I'm being told to do. So let's do that and come back tonight at 7. It will either if it's not here on Bathroom Moments page, it'll be on my regular page, but because I'm wondering how I have it hooked up. Oh, no, we'll do it from here. That's right, because I know now when I go into Zoom, it's going to ask me where I want to go with it, and I'll pick here. Okay, so meet us here tonight, you guys, at 7 p.m. Central, 5 Mountain, and that's 8 p.m. Eastern. And we'll pick back up on this because Kessa, I love what you're telling us, and I feel that there's a whole bunch more that we need to get into, and I don't want anybody to miss anything.
Thank you.
Okay. And I want to say this to you
Yeah.
too. Um, there's something very special about what you're doing. I feel that there's something right around the corner that's about to just go poof for you. And I can't wait. And I want everybody here to know you so they can watch it in real time. I believe that right around the corner, known as the future, that there is something so spectacular for you that if you knew what it was, you wouldn't believe it yourself. It's that wonderful. I'm telling you,
Wow.
I really feel that. And so I can't wait to come back tonight and pick this story back up. So, thank you for your patience and tenacity today, and yesterday, and thank you for agreeing to come back. Okay, so there, see, it booted her off again. So listen, you guys, just me on the screen. I want to thank you right now for all that you've done to stick with us today. It means the world to me. Um, I see everyone on there. Yes, Chainbreaker. She certainly is. Pass the word that, let people know. When you see my promo later today, I'm going to actually, oh Lord, I just got rid of everybody off the screen. Hold on. Okay, well, it says that I'm streaming myself. Uh, listen, uh, get out there and do what it is we do. It's going to be black on the screen for a second. Get out there and do what it is we do. And I want you to come back tonight and let's do this in a big, big way. Would you? Would you do that? Join me back? Okay.